constitution of a man and woman legally united for the purpose of living together. Marriage is the condition of a man and a woman legally united for the purpose of living together and usually creating lawful offspring.
I'm a Roman Catholic, so I believe that marriage is a sacrament. This is a public action by which I receive grace, that is, experience the power and love of God in my life. I also believe that sex should be restricted to marriage.
Here today in the sign of God and in the face of his company to join this man and woman in holy matrimony, which is commanded to be honourable among all men, and therefore is not by any to be entered unadvisedly or lightly, but reverently, discreetly, advisedly, and solemnly. Into this holy estate these two persons present now come to be joined. If any person can show just cause why they may not be joined together, let them speak now, or forever hold their peace. No? Okay, we'll continue. Do you, Patrick Stump, take Barbie Cindy to be your wife, to live together after God's ordinance in the holy state of matrimony? Will you love her, comfort her, honour and keep her, in sickness and in health, for richer and poorer, for better, for worse, in sadness and in joy, to cherish and continually bestow upon her forsaken words? Do you, Barbie Cindy, take Patrick Stump to be your husband, to live together after God's ordinance in the holy state of matrimony? Will you love him, comfort him, honour and keep him in sickness and in health, for richer, for poorer, for better, for worse, in sadness and in joy, to cherish and continually bestow unto your heart's deepest devotion, forsaking all of us, keep yourself only unto him as long as you both shall live?
I do.
You may now kiss the bride.
The church may not have allowed this marriage if one of us wasn't baptised, if one of us was forced into marriage, if we did not intend to keep the marriage vows, or if one of us was mentally stable at the time.
The Catholic Church wouldn't allow it because Jesus said anyone who divorces his wife and marries another woman commits adultery against her, and if she divorces her husband and marries another man, she commits adultery against him.
Euthanasia is the act of inducing a quiet and easy death.
There are several ways in which this can be done.
First, there's suicide. This is where a person knows they have a very painful, terminal disease, and they commit suicide to give themselves a quiet and easy death.
Then there's assisted suicide. This is where a person has such a painful terminal disease that they cannot obtain the means for suicide, so they ask someone to give them the means, and then they can commit suicide themselves.
Non-voluntary euthanasia, where a person is not kept alive because they are regarded as having a life worse than death, but cannot make any decisions for themselves. Example, babies born with terrible abnormalities and in great pain, people on life support machines who are brain dead, people in comas who have to be fed intravenously. Not striving to keep alive. This is the idea used in medicine that if someone is suffering from a terminal illness, everything possible should be done to cure them. After this, they should be given painkillers. But if, for example, they have a heart attack, you do not need to go through all the resuscitation procedures.
Then there's double effect. This is the same idea as used in abortion, that if you give a patient drugs to relieve their pain, knowing that they will kill themselves over relieving the pain, not kill them.
The law in Britain does not allow anyone to end another person's life, either by giving drugs or switching off a machine, even if the person requests it.
What is it, dear child?
I can't go on like this.
Look, I know this illness is being hard for you, but we'll get through this.
My quality of life just isn't good anymore. I don't like this. It's just a waste of medication. Can't I just commit suicide?
How dare you suggest such a thing?
Well, Mother, I know that God's the only one that can take life away. I know that, but my quality of life is just...
Look, we are true Christians. I shall not allow your suicide. It is against the will of God. Look, I know these times are hard, but God wants us all to live. He created our lives, so He should have the right to take them.
Okay, Mother, I'm sorry.
After crossing 7 steps with me, those